Front Row MMA here at Ludus Magnus with Zai, and this is for all you guys listening out there. Zai, the bully Shah. You know, Andy Craven. What do you know about him? What puzzles does he bring that you might have to solve?
Craven, we've competed on shows together and stuff like that. He's a good lad from a good team. So he does bring a lot to the table. He will test me. So there's a lot. I've got my work cut out.
Well, I've asked all your teammates this, and I ask it of every camp and every group that I go to. But you talk about the team. How why are Ludus Magnus on such a tear at the moment?
It's the lads we've got, the training partners we've got. I mean, there's that many. You've got Scott Askham, Wayne Murray, Tom Al, Tommy Miller, Mark Dykasey, obviously head coach Neil Wayne. Who puts us through paces, don't let you slap for a second. and that's just James Parker as well. And that's just naming lads that compete. There's lads that don't compete, and they're just as hard work. They're in gym just as much as you. They just love being around it, and it's just the surroundings that we've got and the work ethic. We've all got a good work ethic.
Where does that work ethic come through? Because I've said to one of your teammates, I'd be quite, if I knew I didn't have something coming up for 16 weeks, well, for 12 of those weeks I'd be drinking beer and eating pizza. Where does that? Have you always been kind of a focused? Is that your personality? You focus on whatever it is you want to achieve, or is it something that you've learned?
I'm quite self-driven, but I think over the years, I dare say my work ethic has come down to Neil Wayne. He's drilled it into me. But even if you think 16 weeks is not very long when you think for a fight. It's your weight cutting, you're getting fit, you're getting in shape, and then you're starting to peak before you know it. It's time to weigh in and rehydrate and fight.
UCFC again. I'm not trying to keep making the comparisons to BAMMA, but BAMMA certainly is going to have more exposure. And for those people that perhaps don't know Zai Shah and what he brings to the table, how would you sum up what it is you bring to the table as a fighter?
Just excitement. Tune in December, you'll see. That's the best way to put it.
I'm going to ask the same again. It's like I've just got some stock questions now, but you've got a choice: fight of the night, sub of the night, or knockout of the night at BAMMA 14. Which one are you going to be working towards?
You've got to say knockout night. Everyone wants a knockout of the night. Fight tonight. I mean, I suppose it's good to have a fight at night. But the thing is, for me, I think a fight at night's where it's been a close fight. And when you're competing, you want to dominate your opponent. You know what I mean? A fight at night probably is great, but you've got to say knockout at night. You've got to go for that.
And again, you've spoken about Andy Craven. He comes from a good camp. You've been on events with him. He's also, I think it was as an amateur, he's also beaten one of your teammates, Tommy Miller.
Right.
One message is, have you got? And again, I'm not asking you to talk smack because I know that's not what you do. But do you have a message for him? Is there anything you'd like to say to him leading up to this fight?
I mean, I hope he has a good training camp, an injury-free training camp, and I look forward to competing against him. I'm not the type to badmouth him or anything like that. I've got a lot of respect for him. He's a professional. I train like a true professional for this fight, and we'll look forward to December.
I'm gonna shit stir.
Yeah, true causer.
You gonna win?
Oh, of course. I'm not going in there thinking any different, and it'll be the same. We're here to compete, we're here to win. Here to feel that, get that another win in that win column.
A couple of questions ago, you mentioned the fact that you sort of you play the fights in your heads hundreds of times. You use visualization, and again, a guy like Luke Barnett says the same thing. He even pictured what he was going to try and finish that fight with his right hand. Do you go that far? Do you see how that fight's going to play out, or do you just see your hand being raised at the end?
Everything from the warm up to the walkout to everything, the hand being raised and stuff like everything. It does.
The walkout. I'm gonna. It's the first time I've ever asked anybody this, but have you already picked your music?
Yeah. My last few fights I've had at Kanye West, All of the Lights, so I'll probably be sticking with that.
Is there any superstition involved there, or is it just a song that gets you pumped?
I just like the song. I like the song, and the lyrics and that are good. So. That's the reason.
And before I ask you if there's anybody you want to give a shout out to, or any sponsors you'd like to thank, again, can you sum up how pleased you are that you're fighting on an event as big as BAMMA? And Birmingham's not all that far away for you. It's not like you're traveling thousands and thousands of miles. How pleased are you to be fighting on this card?
Of course, I'm very happy. It's the biggest show we have here, and the fact that I get to showcase my skills on such a big show like that, it means a lot to me. I mean, I've been to BAMMA a few times, so I sort of half know what to expect. I've been where Scott's fought, and stuff like that. So that's why I don't believe the occasion will get to me or anything like that. I've been around it, but I am pleased with the opportunity. Yeah.
I should have done some research, but I didn't. Do BAMMA have a British or a world featherweight champion yet?
I don't think they have, no.
Are you looking to put in a performance to make a case that you should be one of the guys fighting for that title?
I hope so, yeah. I hope so, definitely.
But I appreciate your time, you guys coming in on a Sunday to speak to us. But before I let you go, is there any friends or family or anybody you'd like to give a shout out, or any sponsors you'd like to say thank you to?
Yeah, thanks to all my sponsors. Thanks to my management team for getting me onto BAMMA. My team, Lourdes, Magnus, all my friends and family. So there you go.
We're only about 3.5 weeks away. We look forward to seeing you fight. Well, four weeks away. I can't tell time. Fuck it, I'm Canadian. I want to thank you ever so much for your time. It's always a pleasure, and we look forward to seeing you fight in Birmingham, December 14th.
Thank you.
Thank you.